You're pretty.
Thanks, honey. Only when I make a pun do you tell me that, though. So.
Welcome back. I am Ben.
I'm Al. Al and Ben.
We are Al and Ben. Yeah, so today we are really going to talk about us. Going to really sit down and kind of introduce ourselves to you and the world.
Yeah.
And to Otto, too. Just popped out of nowhere.
He's part of the fam.
Yep.
He's probably just going to walk on. Yep. Dude.
But we spent a lot of time kind of just showing you some blips of our life.
Currently, right now.
Yeah.
But.
And a little bit of the past, too. A little bit of the summer. Yeah.
But we really haven't talked about us and who we are and who we are as people, who we are as a couple.
Mm-hmm. And how we met and like what our goals and aspirations are, what we really, because we don't really post our world on Facebook too much.
Right.
We post like a little bit here and there, but nothing to really let people know what we're doing, really.
How we got here.
Yeah. It'll be nice for people to come to our YouTube page to like figure out what's going on in our life.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Instead of seeing the next Facebook post.
Yeah, so that's what today's video is going to be about.
Yeah.
Kind of introducing ourselves. Hey, my name's Al, short for Allison. I'm 25 years old. Some of my hobbies that I like to do, I love to do yoga. I love to, in Denver, I climbed a lot in Denver. So I'm really hoping to get back into that pretty soon. Because that was a very big, it helps me a lot, just like my mind, body, and soul. And I like to read, I like to journal, I like to do art, any type of art, mainly painting right now, but I'd really prefer to sculpt, any type of like pottery. Love all that. The content you will expect from me, probably more like clean with me's, maybe some yoga videos, maybe some... I don't know.
My name is Ben Elhart. I'm 27 years old and I am a audio engineer, music enthusiast, music lover, all around music guy. I spent a lot of time in Colorado working for Brown Note Productions. Shout out Brown Note Productions. They're an amazing company and they do a lot of great work for a lot of amazing artists in the music industry, including String Cheese Incident, STS9, just to name a couple. Korn, that's a big one too. I mean, the list just goes on. I'll do a separate video basically explaining everything that I've done. Maybe I'll even do a whole series. Another thing that I'm really passionate about is fashion, sneakers, and anything when it comes to streetwear or hype clothes. Or hype sneakers. I'm passionate about sneakers. I'm passionate about music. I'm passionate about Supreme and streetwear and anything that like expresses yourself, basically being an art piece of clothing. I love art. I'm not very good at it, but I feel like the pieces that I've made are pretty cool. The type of videos that you should expect from me are anything that really has to do with music or streetwear or tying the two together, just to give you guys an insight on what's going on. And like, I'm always looking at it. I'm always interested in it. If I just give you some content about that, I feel like we can both have some fun. A little list of questions here. Not really questions, but highlights.
So what's the first one?
Yeah, so like, how did we meet?
Through my very good friend. Her name is now Kat Bosch. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we just met through her, and him and her were hanging out throughout like the summer and spring or summer of 2014.
Yeah, me and her were really, really good friends at the time. And
so were we in different situations, so we all kind of meshed, and eventually we started dating. So that was the beginning of it all.
I remember like the actual day that we met. I was at my friend's house, the farmhouse, and she just walked in. You were wearing like a dress, right?
I had just gotten out of work, and at that time I was working at Dunhill Tuxedos, so we had to like get all dressed up.
Yeah. And she just walked in, and like Kat was like, "Hey, everybody, this is my friend Allison," and nobody said anything like for like a few seconds, and I'm just like looking at her like.
Everyone's like.
And then our buddy Caden was like, "Hi, Allison."
Yeah, shout out Caden. And then that was that, and we had a little party. We ended up going back to your parents' house and just kind of hung out. And
there's a split moment where we all like walked outside, and Allison was just sitting inside texting, and we were gonna be hanging outside for a while. And so I went inside like, "Hey, like, do you want to come hang out with us?" And she's like, "No, I'm good."
Yeah, at first, like, I didn't have any interest. Yeah, at first it was like...
I see you.
I was just like, meh. You know, I didn't have any interest, and then over some time, it just kind of like... I think you asked Kat for my number.
Yeah.
And then that was that. We went on a date to...
And then I messaged... did I message you on Facebook, or did I ask for your number and then I texted you?
You asked for my number, and you literally texted me right away. Like, right away. And 6 years later, we're now married and have a house.
Yeah.
It's pretty nuts. But
give me a kiss.
No.
No! Do you see the red? Is that what you see?
No.
We just got a brand new table, and it's a big slab of wood, and there's nothing wrong with it. All right, so... the next one was explaining the start of our relationship, so that was kind of it. That was kind of it, but like, I kind of wanted to like elaborate.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, you know, we started our relationship living in Holland separately, you know, at our parents' houses. And then we decided that we wanted to like basically we wanted to move in together with a bunch of our friends. And it happened. We moved downtown 15th Street.
Within like 6 months. It was like 6 months when we started.
Within 6 months that we were dating, we were living together. Mm-hmm. That was kind of like a shock to a lot of people, friends and family. They were like, "Oh, like this is like serious."
You want to do this? Yeah. And Mister wants to be in it too, so let's let him.
Yeah, of course.
He loves his mom. I mean, he just comes to me, though.
Yeah.
You take him.
Anyway, so we started our relationship here in Holland, 2014. And then 2015, we lived together in Holland with a few of our friends. It was a riot, but it was a crazy time. We got some stories for you. Maybe.
Probably not.
I'll have to dig back in my brain sometime. So from there, we decided we needed a little bit more for ourselves, and
we needed to grow. We needed to change,
and we moved down to Florida, and we both went to school. Allison went to massage therapy school, and I went to music school. I went for live production and recording. And obviously she got her massage therapy license. And
that was pretty quick. Yeah. I went through like a 6-month program. So for the most of the time that we were actually in Florida, I worked for a good 2.5, 3 years. And
while I was in school.
While he was in school, like for that whole 3 years.
Yeah.
Which was like the experience that I needed to grow.
It was a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our place had a pool. And I mean, it's Florida, so.
And then, we just literally could go lay out in the middle of December, right now. But also, like, it was a lot of growth and a lot of change. Yeah, totally. And we worked on ourselves. That's where a lot of our internal work was done.
Yeah.
Especially for me, like, I had a lot of things to work through, a lot of issues to work through in myself, and that's when I did it. And I'm very thankful for that time in Florida.
Yeah. I wouldn't give anything up for our time in Florida.
Yeah, like that was like very necessary for ourselves personally and for our relationship, and just We are like the people we are today because of that time that we had in Florida.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm
Yeah.
forever thankful. I would never give it up.
I mean, we're basically naturally talking this, but where has the relationship taken us? So it has taken us to Florida, step one.
Yep.
Well,
It took us to getting our very separate individual educations, and then we decided to move to Denver, and then that's where we really grew in our individual industries. And I love Denver, and I loved our life there.
Yeah, me too.
But now, after 2 years, we had decided to move back to Holland. We got engaged in Denver, and it was just time to come back here. And it kind of sucked, but also at the same time, it was necessary.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful that we can be able to like be home during this time with family and friends and our closest people, and really take in the important moments of life.
And being around our grandparents.
Yeah.
They're getting old. I've only lost one grandparent, and all of my grandparents are very, very healthy.
And we could not be more thankful for that. But that was a lot of the reason why we came home, but now we feel like that time away really helped us be able to come back and be here as the very full and whole people that we are today.
Yeah.
Because when we left, we were just like little kids.
Yeah.
We were
kids. I was 21. She was 19.
Yeah, like we were kids, and we didn't know what life was and like what we were really doing. And we were living weekend by weekend and like never really having goals in our life and this and that. And so now being home, like we are full people, like in our relationship individually. And in Florida, forgot to mention, we found our cat, Otto.
Yes, he is a Florida kitten.
He's a Florida Mew. He just turned 5 over the summer, so he's been with us this whole time.
Yeah.
He's my freaking baby.
So I grew up with a dog. My family has always been like a dog family, and I've always been like a dog person. Never so much a dog person, but like dog over cat. My grandma has a cat, but every time I go over there, like the cat would just run away, and I'm just like, all right, cats just run away and hide under couches.
Right.
You never see them.
But I grew up with cats.
Yeah.
And like all my life, I've grown up with cats.
Yeah.
Like literally, that's all I've ever known is cats.
Yeah.
So.
And I know that cats are a lot less maintenance than dogs, and that's something that Allison kept telling me, and I was just be like, yeah, but like, yeah, you're right. We would never really give it a thought to get my own cat. Best $5 I've ever spent in my life. So what do we enjoy to do? What do we enjoy doing with each other on a daily basis and like on a special occasion?
On a daily basis, well, we do like sit down and we like to talk and like really communicate, and just like whatever happened during the day or like situations, just like, hey, like, we're just talking.
So on a special occasion, what do we like to do? I'll answer this one.
Special occasions.
A special occasion. We like to travel.
We love to travel.
We love to travel.
Anywhere. Tropical places, the mountains.
We've gone to Puerto Vallarta twice in the last 2 years.
All over. We've traveled all over. I mean, even just moving, we've moved to 2 different states. Mm-hmm.
So where are we today?
We just got married. We bought a house. And now we're working on a YouTube channel. Like that's where we're at. And
now we're with you guys.
We're with you.
Now we're with you. So, you guys got to know a little bit more about us, how we met.
Our life.
And
what brought us right here and now.
Some of our career moves and the things that, we're ambitioned by and passionate
about.
And that's just kind of what we want to bring to you guys is show you what we're doing and what we love.
What we're about.
What
we believe in,
So thanks for tuning in. It's Al and Ben. Make sure you like, subscribe.
Let me say it.
You want to say it? She's gonna say it this time.
Hit the notification bell so you get notified every time we post a new video.
And then like, subscribe, check us out. New videos every week.
Bye.
Bye. Boom.